Excited to have you join me as we take the side-by-side down towards the back and check out even more new life here at the JL Ranch property. I was doing a Facebook Live a little bit earlier and we discovered this. Y'all come along, this will be fun. Let me turn this camera facing the other way. Hi to hello, Gracie. Hi to hello, babies. Hey, Prince Willie Joe. Hi to hello, Ruby. Hi to hello, sweetie. I love you. Well, hi to hello, friends. I would like to start this video out by showing you what happened yesterday. Sorry about the shakes. I got the shakes today, and with good reason. This over here is Dolly, and that sweet little thing right there in front of her who's trying to get some shade in this 101-degree Texas heat. She was born to us yesterday. We're so blessed. Such a healthy and good-looking little calf. It's a female, it's a she, and we are actually going to talk about the naming of her in a little bit. But even though that was very exciting news yesterday, coming over this morning to have a peek at her and make sure everything's going fine, how surprised was I that during a Facebook Live video, I had to come down and realize that Reba was not with her. Yeah, Reba. Dolly's sister Reba was not with her. And I'm like, wait a minute. That's strange because Reba was not with her. And Reba was not with all the other cows up in the shade. And I'm like, where's Reba? And all of a sudden, there on Facebook, we had to have us a lookabout for Reba. Oh, we found her. We found her all right, and she wasn't alone. Let me go show you all what we found a little earlier. Well, hi to hello, Reba. Hi to hello. And if you can see what's right there at the, right there on the ground next to Reba. Oh, stand up, little one. Reba says, stand up and show yourself. You might as well show yourself, or he's not going to turn that camera off until you show yourself. Now, guys, we have not gotten as close yet. When we first discovered that Reba was with child. That calf had just dropped from her. She was still in the process of cleaning the baby up, and she was quite agitated. Now, I know that many Facebook and YouTube users do not jump back and forth. A lot of people do not want to double dip, and that's fine. But if you want to see that actual moment, you will have to go over to the Facebook live video on Longhorn Lester's from about an hour ago, and you can see all of that. It was quite dramatic. But there were no complications from what we could tell. Reba did a wonderful job by herself in dropping off this calf. She cleaned him or her all the way up. Oh, no. It's okay. I'll come over and help. I'm going to come help. Now, we've not seen this calf take its first steps yet. I did leave for about 30 minutes and went up and cooled off and got me a drink, a water bottle, and I let Sadie out of the RV. We did want to come back, and I even told my Facebook people, come on. Oh, no, it's so hard to stand up when you're little. Taking them first steps on YouTube, y'all. Taking them first steps right here on YouTube. How beautiful is that? Don't fall. Keep coming. Keep coming. You almost got it. Reba, help him or her up. We do not know if it's a bull or a female yet. We're watching our first steps right now as Mom still continues to clean. Oh, you almost had it, little one. You almost had it. So you guys know that they're not able to nurse until they get on their feet. And so a lot of times we will help them get up to their feet so that they can go ahead and get onto that teat and get some nutrition inside of them. Mama wants it to happen, and baby needs it to happen. And we, as the farmer or the rancher, we don't want to play God. We always say that. We're not trying to play God, y'all, but we sometimes do like to assist if we can, especially if we have harsh temperatures, climate, things going on in the environment that are just harder. And right now, it's a very hot day. It's 101 degrees right now, midday. It's a scorcher. And so I do want to go ahead and help that baby onto its feet. I think that Mom will let me. If you guys want to hang out here for a second, I'll set you down. I'm going to turn the camera into that selfie mode again, though, if you don't mind. Give me 1 second. There we go. I am walking all along in high grass. That's not the best place for my camera to sit. I don't carry a tripod. I should. Everyone else does. Everyone carries tripods around with them, and I just forget. I normally am able to do most things with the phone in my hand, so I don't always worry about having a tripod with me. But times like this, I sure wish I'd carried one. So no matter how I set my phone, it's going to keep trying to twist around on me. I'm trying to find the right placement. That might work there, if you don't mind looking a little bit sideways. You're having to look a little bit sideways. Nope, that ain't going to work either. Still looking for a place to set the phone. Darn it. I would have never thought that this would be my big dilemma of the day. Heck, I'm just going to carry the phone with me, y'all. Hold on. We'll just take the phone with us. Reba, you be sweet, okay? I'm just going to help this baby stand up. I'm not looking for a fight from you. I'm not looking to fight you, sweetie. I want to help stand this baby up, unless he's going to do it on his own. And we're going to also find out if we have us a bull or a female here. I see a little bit of white on his or her back. Looking good. Look at you. You're like, don't touch me, man. Don't touch me, crazy looking man. I'm up. I'm up, you crazy man. Don't touch me. Fine. I won't touch you. I'll just look at you. Well, looky there. A little bit wobbly. But now we're going to find out if we have us a bull or a female. Y'all give me a second here to get around back behind. Reba, let me stand where you're at, please. I just want to see baby's backside. Don't come over here, Reba. Reba, do not come over here. I just want to look at the baby's backside. Oh, boy. So she starts swishing them horns around. That may not be the wisest thing for me to do. I don't want to turn my back on her. There we go. Walk over there, sweetie. Walk over there. All right. So we have us a little girl here, y'all. We have us two little girls. All right. We got us a little girl. Friends, two little. You can't leave. You can't leave this baby here with me. Uh-uh. She's like, if you can walk, you need to walk. This crazy man's after us. I'm gonna leave. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I promise I'm leaving. So we got, oh baby, don't go through all that. All right, so we have ourselves 2 females. We had a female born yesterday and another female born this morning, just now, about an hour ago, baby. Still fairly wet. So now the fun part. Names. Oh my goodness gracious. What are we going to name these little girls? We would love to have some name ideas. And I kind of, listen to me, I'm going to give y'all my personal preference. All right. I like to keep the names human-like. I'm not really one to name animals. Oh, did y'all hear that? Did you guys hear that little... Oh, goodness gracious. That's the cutest thing I've ever heard. I love that. Why are you hollering at me for? That's going to be your name? Is that your name? Okay, everybody, repeat after me. Did y'all hear that little sound that came out of her mouth? She's like, hold on, Uncle Wector, give me some time and I'll get myself turned around so everyone can see me. This is my birthday, by the way. It's my birthday. I'm born today. July 15th is my birthday. Yes, it is your birthday, and you're beautiful. So it looks like we're going to have a little bit of a problem here. The problem being that this calf is going to look so much like the one born yesterday. Right? And, but no, I kind of like human names, y'all. I don't really, I've never been the kind of guy to name an animal Spotty. All right, I don't, and listen, I don't mean that in any kind of mean way towards animals that have dog names or those kind of names. I like human names for our animals. So when y'all start throwing out some name ideas, could we try to keep it human-like? You would never name your son or your daughter Max. Okay, maybe you would name a dog or your... Oh, why? Have y'all wondered why? We've never heard... I've never heard babies that young making such noise. I hope it's okay. So Mama is still cleaning everything up. That's very normal. But the baby is up. And that baby's struggling with all of the brush and all the things growing up around this. Oh, and down she goes. That's the downfall of being, born in an area so thick. Baby has to, find its legs. And all of the brush and the vines and the twigs and everything else makes it a little bit harder. The high grass, you don't want Mom to step on her. And so Mom's being very aware. But at some point, Mama has to get that baby up and get the teat turned around towards her so she can eat. And listen, I'm convinced that baby does not need my help. It's not because I'm scared of Reba. Well, I am. But I don't think that baby needs me. We want to let things happen as natural as possible. And like I said, sometimes humans will jump in there. Different farmers and ranchers will jump in and help out when you need to. We've done that plenty of... She's like, are you my daddy? Oh, I'm Uncle Wester. I'm just Uncle Wester. Oh my gosh. I've never heard such a vocal calf. This little girl talks a lot. She's up again. She's up again. How wonderful. I'm going to put on my glasses so I can see what you guys are saying. Hold on a minute. I have them in my pocket. And I want to thank y'all for joining us on a live video. I always like to go ahead and say at some point during the live video that I cannot control anyone doing a live video can't really control if it's lagging or if if it freezes up on you, if you have audio issues. Sometimes your phone will get a bad signal out here in the middle of the woods and you can't really see much of anything. It's blurry, and there's no way that I can control that. People who do live videos, from location, we're at the mercy of our cell phone signals. And even though I have several bars, going live really requires a whole lot of bandwidth, which I know nothing about. I'm watching a whole lot of name ideas fly by, and that's wonderful. I was jokingly talking in the Facebook Live a little bit earlier about the name Upsy Daisy, how someone had referred to the other calf as Upsy Daisy, which is kind of cute. But even Upsy Daisy is not a human name. And I like human names. Someone else said since the baby was born upside down, you could call it Sunny Side Up or Sunny, which could be a human name. And I absolutely understand that, and that's fine too. And then, but no, we're gonna kind of watch these babies for a couple of days. Listen, here comes a truck or a car. Listen and watch. Right there in the woods, right there. See that? See, I told y'all there was a farm down that road. I told y'all so many times there's an old road that runs down behind my property here. And in an old video when we first moved here, I actually drove down that road and showed you around a little bit. But that road goes to a couple of farm properties back there, which I think one of those properties is where little Gary came from. But there's also a little bit further back is a railroad track. Sometimes a train comes through here and it can be quite loud and scary. No, so listen to me. I'm not going to give that baby a name right this minute. But I am going to say that when I start reading through your comments later and I start thinking about things and I start trying to put personalities together with characteristics and physical characteristics and traits and qualities and all that fun stuff, I would rather always go with a human type name. We have sort of a theme going if you think about it. We have Waylon with Jolene. We have Reba. We have Dolly. We have Loretta. We have Patsy. We got Jenny. We got Marilyn. We got Jezebel. Now, all of these names are ones that we've given our babies. No one has come to us with a name, with an existing name. We have Tex. Okay, fine, Tex. It is what it is. But we have Gary. We just kind of like human-type names, y'all, or at least I do. I don't care what Jamie names them horses. I don't care, we can sometimes pick and choose names for our goats. Some are cute, like Ringo, whatever. But I just kind of like human names. I've always had a thing for human names, even though these are our babies. And believe it or not, on a road very, very never traveled, lightly traveled, here comes a second vehicle. And that SUV's flying by here. So, not sure what's going on in the properties behind us, but there's a little bit of traffic on those roads today. All right. Well, listen, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. I just wanted to come live and show you guys the wonderful news. I know that it's always neater seeing things in real time than having to watch it on a video that might be a day or two behind. But today is Monday. It is July 15th, I'm pretty sure. It is 2:48 Central Time. That is my time at the recording of this video. And now in the last 2 days, we've had 2 beautiful little baby girls. And then kind of a joke earlier, I said that now we have 19 and a half longhorns here. 19 and a half longhorns, 21 total cows. Now, if you're wondering what I mean by 19 and a half, don't forget the 21 total cows would be counting little Gary, who's not a Longhorn, along with Trinity, who's only half of a Longhorn. But the 19 and a half comes from the 19 pure Longhorns, and the half being the other half of Trinity. Okay, that's Lester humor, y'all. Lester humor. You don't have to get it. But thank y'all so much for just joining me for this little short live. I know it hasn't been long, 20 minutes or so, but you got to see what I wanted to show you. And we'll do right now, since she's going to walk off, we're going to go ahead and swing by and say hello to the other calf who was born yesterday. This calf is going to be fine here. If I can find my way out of these woods without, I'm going to try to back myself out. And that's not going to be easy. It was hard getting over here driving straight in. That wasn't too bad. Now let's swing over and say hi to that baby born yesterday. Hi to hello. Well, hi to hello. Look at you. Look at that. Look at the long legs on that little girl. Sheesh. You're going to be a firecracker. You're going to be a firecracker. I tell you what. So her skin, her colorings, her markings are a whole lot lighter. She's a whole lot lighter than the other calf just born. And so that'll be a easier way to distinguish who's who when we see them together. Her color, I think, is even lighter than her mom. I don't see any white on her, but she is a good-looking little girl. Hi, sweetie. Hello. So let me give you all a quick rundown, and I'll put my glasses back on to answer any questions that you may have in the comments. Mom's going to try to call her away from me. You know, Dolly and Reba get along with me real well, and all of a sudden, now that they have a calf, they're like too good for me all of a sudden. All of a sudden, they're too good for me. Okay, so let me just try to go ahead and focus on what's going on here. So this is a calf. It's a little girl. If y'all are looking there, but in the middle parts, that's the umbilical cord area. That's not because it's a bull. That's not a sheath. That's the belly button. Okay? All boys and girls have a belly button. Even you do. All right? And so that's not, don't confuse that with the sheath, which could be the coverings of the male part. These are both two little ladies. So two calves. And so we're blessed for that. Okay? Now, as far as their daddy is not Tex or Waylon. Their daddy is a bull named Hank. I went over and showed you guys that a little bit yesterday. I showed you a picture of Hank in the live video from last night. And I think my YouTube video today is also going to have a picture of Hank on there. I've actually kind of forgot. There's more. Listen, and then for those who keep asking about, could these possibly be the babies from Santoro? No, absolutely not. Don't forget that what happened was Shirtless Jake, who's my nephew, many of y'all follow his channel, Shirtless Jake, whenever Jamie and I decided to up and move from the sanctuary and move to Longhorn Lester's, we went ahead and gave Jake. We gave Jake a couple of our cows and a bull. We gave him Annabelle. We gave Shirtless Jake Big Moo, that big galoot. and we also gave Jake Santoro. Jake usually called him Rip, but his actual official name is Santoro. So Jake had those three. At some point, Jake was unable to handle Santoro, and so he sent him back to us. Santoro, though, because he shares our bloodline, was not able to stay with us. So we had to. The Longhorn Jake offered me a trade. 2 grown cows, who we named Reba and Dolly, along with their 2 calves, named Patsy and Reba. We named them all. Those are the names that we gave them. And we offered Jake in exchange a beautiful, very well pedigreed bull named Santoro. So these calves are not from Santoro's. Santoro has gone off, though, to live with Longhorn Jake, where he is his new herd bull. And so that's what's going on with Santoro. Guys, I'm so sorry I've lost my video. I don't know how that happened. I believe my phone is too hot, and that's what normally happens. It begins to get darker and darker, and then the entire screen goes off. Sorry about that. I can't control that. You have my word that everything's good here. Babies are healthy. They look to be doing fine. I know you can't see it, but I'm watching this one over here about to nurse on Dolly right now. So if you have some wonderful name ideas, throw them in the comments. We'll look over them a little bit later, and we'll have to come back another day and talk about the names of these 2 beautiful little girls. All right, thank y'all for watching. We love you so much, and we'll catch you guys on the next video.